Touchdown by number 25, Jerry Mack.
Yeah, Drizzy.
Touchdown, number 34, Eagle touchdown, 33.
Let's go!
Touchdown. Ball completed to number 6, Quentin.
Great job today. I like the intensity. I like the way we flew around. Hopefully this leads us into some success going into summer workouts. This is only the first step. Just remember that. This is only the first step toward where we want to be in December. We want to go to that bowl game in Atlanta. We want to play in the championship. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's pray, man.
Head coach Jerry Mack put a bow on spring training of the spring game today. Maroon took down Gray, the offense beating the defense. Talk about what you saw out there from both sides of the ball.
I saw outstanding energy on both sides of the football. I thought the offense at times moved around with good tempo. Defensively, they gave us some big plays, but when it came crunch time, they did a good job of keeping those guys out the end zone. Our ones on defense did an outstanding job of making sure they caused turnovers and also, in the backfield as well. So I was pleased with both sides of the football.
The defense really got rolling early, it seemed. What kind of offensive adjustments did you guys have to make?
We just wanted to put together our vertical pass game a little bit more, make sure we threw the ball down the field. We feel like we got some excellent playmakers on the perimeter, so we want to stretch the field a little bit. Also, our running game kind of got going with our young freshman. Ramon Simpson did a good job on carrying the football and making some people miss in space.
Okay, and Khalil Stinson had a really big game. What have you kind of seen out of him this spring?
Every practice get a little bit better. I mean, that's what we preach, and that's what he went out there and did today. He came up with 2 explosive plays and had some tough catches over the middle as well. So we're looking forward to his development in the summer and in the fall camp.
How much does it help to have both him and Quentin out there so you have 2 different long-range threats?
I think it helps extremely a lot for our quarterback, Malcolm or Quinn, whichever one is in. They both have some threats on the perimeter that they feel comfortable. Sometimes that quarterback, when he throws it up, sometimes those guys can make him look good. And I think we got 2 guys on the outside I feel really comfortable about.
Okay, speaking of Quinn, what did you think about his day today?
Did an extremely good job of managing our offense, making sure we played with some tempo, made some catches. The protection broke down a few times, but also, too, he was able to overcome that and step up in the pocket and make some great throws.
I know last year there was a quarterback competition. You guys switched midway through the season. Is it definitely Malcolm going forward? Is that the assumption that he's still continuing to hold his starting job?
I think so. I think he had a good spring football practice, and I think going into summer and fall camp, I think he will remain as our #1 quarterback.
Okay, and defensively speaking, who really impressed you today and who's kind of stood out throughout spring?
Mike Jones always comes to play, and he had an interception today. And also, too, our defensive end position, Antonio Brown and Trey Smith, had a good day as well.
Okay, what are some of the biggest areas you guys need to improve on?
Our kicking game needs to improve dramatically. As far as our extra point and field goal kicking, we got to do a better job. We got some young freshmen and some young transfers coming in that it should boost their productivity.
Well, Coach, you were able to inject some of the new players in for the spring game today and also get them integrated into the system. But what's the big thing for the Eagle fans to take away from what they saw this evening?
I just think that, you saw a little bit of a glimpse of what we're going to be as far as when we're on, we're really hot, we were able to move the ball effectively. And on defense, when our defense is playing well, they feed off one another. So I think you got a glimpse of what's to come this upcoming season.
Quentin Atkinson now with us, here to put an end on the spring training, the maroon and gray game today. Talk about what it was like to get out there and finally, play in a game action.
It was great to finally get out here and put on a show for the crowd today. We've been going at it for about 3 weeks now. We had a couple of scrimmages, but this is the final one, so we was excited to get this one out the way.
I heard in Charlotte the defense really picked it up and put it to you guys. What was it like to come out there and win this scrimmage?
Yeah, defense played a big role the second scrimmage in Charlotte, so our mindset coming out here today was just put it towards defense and put points on the board.
What was the biggest thing that you guys have changed?
Blocking wise from the offensive linemen, receiver wise, focusing more on being detailed. We're trying to do that more often, so that's a big thing that we had to do.
Okay. What did you see out of Quinn and Malcolm?
Quentin Malcolm, they put good balls out there. I mean, throughout the whole spring, both of them been playing well. So that's a big shout out to those guys. Both of them have been competing with each other, and that really elevates everybody's level.
Okay, and Khalil came out and had a really big game.
Yes.
What have you seen out of him kind of all spring and tonight?
Khalil, since he's new, I feel as if Khalil really had to put a stamp on himself to really assert himself, and I really respect that because me being a senior leader for the team, that just shows that everything doesn't have to be on me being really seasoned and really have played the most. So he can be there to help. He's a big factor for us helping wise. So I really respect Khalil coming in and putting his stamp on things, and we can grow as a team and as a unit with that.
Do you think he's going to be a name to look out for come fall?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Khalil is going to be a name along with Delquan Jackson and some new guys, and Armani and Brandon Galloway that are here as well. So we, as a core, we should be fine.
What do you and Khalil kind of do differently? Like, what do you each bring to the game?
Khalil brings a deep ball threat, I feel. I feel as if a physicality presence that I can break tackles. He can also do the same thing, but we're on separate sides, and sometimes we're on the same side, so it can be a big problem for defenses.
Well, now that you're here at the end of the spring training season, how do you feel after what you've seen from your teammates?
I feel that we've grown. We progressed since last spring when I first got here. When we first got here, it wasn't as well, but towards the end, going into the season, we grew as a unit, and we have surpassed last year's status on a team.